Acca Larentia was a legendary woman in Roman mythology, best known as the foster mother of Romulus and Remus, the twin brothers who were believed to have founded the city of Rome. She was the wife of the shepherd Faustulus, who discovered the abandoned infants after they had survived their exposure near the Tiber River. Although Acca Larentia was not a member of the royal family, her compassion and dedication made her one of the most important maternal figures in Rome's foundation legend. By raising the twins with care and affection, she helped shape the character of the future founder of Rome. According to Roman tradition, after the twins were rescued from the river and temporarily nursed by a she-wolf, Faustulus carried them home to his wife. Acca Larentia willingly accepted the children as her own and cared for them throughout their childhood. Together, she and Faustulus raised Romulus and Remus in the simple life of shepherds, teaching them the practical skills needed to survive in the countryside surrounding Alba Longa. Instead of growing up in a royal palace, the boys learned discipline, hard work, courage, and respect for ordinary people. These humble beginnings later became an important part of Roman identity, emphasizing that greatness could arise from modest origins. Ancient Roman writers preserved different traditions about Acca Larentia. In the most familiar version, she is remembered as a loving foster mother, whose kindness ensured the survival of the twins. However, another tradition offers a more complex interpretation of her identity. Some ancient authors claimed that she had once been a wealthy woman who left her fortune to the Roman people after her death, making her an early benefactor of the city. Others suggested that she had been known by the nickname Lupa, a Latin word meaning she-wolf. Because the same word could also be used as a slang term for a prostitute, some historians propose that the famous story of the she-wolf nursing Romulus and Remus may have developed from a misunderstanding of this nickname. In this interpretation, it was Acca Larentia herself, rather than a wild animal, who first cared for the abandoned children. Regardless of which version is accepted, Acca Larentia consistently appears as a figure of generosity and protection. She provided the twins with stability during their earliest years, allowing them to grow into strong and capable young men. When Romulus and Remus eventually learned of their royal ancestry and overthrew the tyrant Amulius, the values they had acquired during their upbringing remained with them. Their years in the shepherd's household gave them a deep understanding of ordinary life and helped them earn the loyalty of the local people who later supported their cause. Acca Larentia also became associated with Roman religious tradition. The Romans honored her memory through an annual festival known as the Larentalia, celebrated on December 23rd. During this observance, offerings were made in recognition of her importance within Rome's legendary past. The festival reflected the respect Romans held for individuals who contributed to the city's earliest history, even if they were not kings or military leaders. Although Acca Larentia appears only briefly in the story of Rome's foundation, her influence is profound. She represents motherhood, compassion, and quiet strength rather than political power or military achievement. Her willingness to raise two abandoned infants ultimately allowed the legendary founders of Rome to survive and fulfill their destiny. In Roman tradition, she stands as a reminder that history is often shaped not only by rulers and conquerors, but also by ordinary people whose acts of kindness leave a lasting legacy for generations to come.